What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be doing a playthrough of my Bigfoot Valley Missings map. This was a map that I made for Halloween last year, and it was a quick map that I threw together, and the main goal is to find 6 of your friends who have wandered off into the woods in the middle of the night for some weird reason. But anyways, I'm going to do a full playthrough of this map. Now this map is available on Xbox, and it's available on PC and PlayStation, I'm not sure. Also, if you are new to the Far Cry Arcade, check out the Far Cry Arcade website. You can follow me there. I'll leave a link in the description. But you can browse the website for maps and favorite them, and then when you get home, you can play those maps if they're available on your console. Alright, I hope you guys enjoy the playthrough. Alright, so we are here. Now you can do the Hunter, which is not a class that means you can hunt Bigfoot. It's more so like you were a hunter and this is the weapons that you had available. Though if you actually find Bigfoot and you kill him, that does count as a win. So you can beat the map that way. And we have the hiker, which has nothing, so you're more vulnerable here. Alright, I'm gonna do the hiker. I like doing the hiker. So there's multiple ways to complete this map. There's actually some hidden objects around the map that if you find them, it'll unlock the location to complete the map. If you shoot Bigfoot and you kill him, that'll do it. Or if you find 6 of your friends. So there's multiple ways that you can complete this map. There's also multiple spawning points that you can spawn into at the beginning to try to change it up a bit. So we are here in the camp. So something happened here. I was asleep. You know, I dozed off. I drove everybody here, and I had to hike to this camping spot, so I was pretty tired. But something happened to my friends, and they've wandered off. And, you know, the smartest play is to just wander off into the woods at dark, too. Right? Alright, so we're just going to follow this little path here. Now, one thing I want to talk about is the darkness. And it's kind of tricky to get this really dark environment in the Far Cry map editor. One thing I've noticed is that shadows don't seem to render very far in the published versions like they do in the map editor. It's like, for example, like these trees in the map editor, you can see the shadow of these trees. But then if it was daylight and you're playing in the published version, you can see a little bit of shadow that's clear, but you can easily see a circular radius ahead of you. Now that could maybe be my settings, but I've tried doing low quality to ultra to try to change it up to see if that'll improve it, but it doesn't seem to really improve it. So anyways, talking about the darkness, here, let me find our first friend. So I added a little roar sound effect there, though the player may not know it's just a sound effect. It's a Bigfoot roar. Well, Yeti roar. But anyways, so we found our first friend. We'll just call him Jerry. Anyways, so the darkness, and what I did was I lowered the fog down to be low enough to where you can see the night sky, right? And you can see a little bit of the moon, but not too high to where, you know, we don't see those things. And, but we also have this kind of circular radius around the map. And what I did with the fog was I just lowered all the colors to like 0. I don't think it, no, it is 0. I think I did lower it to 0. And then I thickened it up. So what we're really seeing, we're not seeing actual darkness. We're really seeing thick fog that's been turned down to 0. And you wouldn't really know the difference, at least I would hope not. But the other thing too that is nice is that it allows me to kind of lighten up the surrounding area of the player. So now you can see where things are, but you can't see through the forest. And, you know, it makes it more creepy when you can only barely see that tree, you know, like 30 feet away from you. So yeah, I thought that'd be a neat idea to try out. So we have this little shack, not to hang around this spot too long, but we have this little shack here. And one idea that I thought would be neat is to make the player feel like, oh, here's some safety, right? The Bigfoot can destroy this shack. So you can hold up in here while he's chasing you, thinking, you know, you're safe, but he will destroy the shack and he'll grab you. I didn't really utilize the shack. There's only a couple of them. But I don't know if anybody has ran into that situation. So we're just going to follow along the trail here. Alright, so we actually have some sound effect, owl sound effects. I focused a lot on sound points, or sound design in this map, to add that level of creepiness. We found our second friend. We'll call him Bobby. Alright, so, okay, we got a little bit more aggressive roar right there. Now the Bigfoot is random. At least he should be random. I have it set up to where he'll sometimes run to different points of the map each time you play. And the way I have that set up is I have like 4 animals that spawn around him, and he gets attracted to them, like he wants to attack them, but they all go to a certain point of the map. So hopefully he'll chase after them, which then takes him to a different point of the map. So that way, if you replay the map, not only are you spawning in a different place, but you're also going to get a different spot of where the Yeti or the Bigfoot is. All right, so we're going to continue on. Another shack. And there's nothing in here. So this is a... Oh dang, he disappeared quickly. So there's no Bigfoot howls or anything that are creepy, like those recordings that you hear in real life, that people claim are Bigfoot howling noises. So the only option I have is spawning in a wolf with a howl animation point. So it's not as creepy, but at least it's kind of, I don't know. So you might have saw that stick just fall. Yeah, this stick just fell, and from what I heard is that Bigfoots throw crap at people, right? So I felt, okay, that's another thing I could add to this map, is I couldn't spawn in a rock or anything, but luckily we have that branch melee weapon, and it'll probably respawn now. Or maybe, let me see. Actually, never mind, I think I only set it to spawn once. But there's an invisible wall up here, and it's angled. So what it does, and I did not mean to do that. What was that? I thought I heard him like snarl when I threw that, but I guess okay. Anyways, so the invisible wall is at an angle, and I spawn the stick, which hits the angle, and it goes into it makes it look like it's coming in at the tree. So it looks like something kind of threw the stick at the tree, rather than the stick just falling straight down in front of the player. So it's the little added things. And then I also spawn an occasional Yeti behind a tree peeking, because the actual AI doesn't do that, which I'm kind of disappointed by. I kind of wish the Yeti was a little more creepy, and then I don't know, maybe certain things get them aggressive, or maybe different control zones or something. So creating this map, I also focused a lot on making the map seem a little bit pretty, like it's an actual park, you know, it's You know, so we got this waterfall right here, nice little stream, some rocks, vegetation, some piles of rocks and mud up against the corners of the rocks and stuff like that. So, but I wanted to make a nice looking forest. I didn't want to just, you know, paint a terrain with one setting of the vegetation. So there's a light over there, and I really regret making that render as far as it does. So we have a little path here. Now this path is very hidden. This is a well-covered path by the grass at the entrance. Okay, we've got activity. We've got activity. Not sure where he is. Alright, so there's only one way here. So, your friend, or this friend, thought he was seeking shelter. When I first built this area, what I imagined was, for some reason, he got too close to this window, and a Bigfoot reached his arm in, grabbed him, and like beat him against the window, and then he just dropped him down, and he just started bleeding. So, another thing too, I wanted to add the lights around the bodies. Oh, there we go. I also add that stick falling and make it look like he just threw that stick at me. But I was talking. Hopefully you guys caught that. But yeah, anyways, I wanted to actually add the lights around the bodies of the friends, just as a way to help players kind of find them a little bit easier in this darkness. Alright, where is he at? I'm also not using the forest horror ambient sound. I thought about using that, but I ended up liking the sci-fi horror sound because it's really, in this type of setting, it's just really unnatural sounding. Which felt to me like it would just seem to make it a little more unsettling. Alright, we're gonna go over here and oh, I also added these fallen down trees too. I also heard that Bigfoots do that. It's like a territory marker. So I was like, well, I'll add that in there too. Now, there's a little story here. You actually see that this man has lost his dog and his wife. And he is all alone. Now, depending on where you spawn on the map, this guy is either a hostile or he's a friendly. And I'm not sure. Okay, he's a bad guy. So I'm not gonna bother him. I'm gonna let him sleep. Just because I don't want to. I could easily get a weapon from him, but I'm not here to kill the Bigfoot. Alright. Somebody threw a branch at me. Should I take the car? I can take his car. And then there we go, we got another... Ah, dang it, it unspawned. I'll show you what that looks like. It really breaks immersion when you get close to it, but if sometimes, when I was testing the map out, I would be so preoccupied and I would be focused on something else. And I'd go into an area where those Yetis spawn in, and I would forget that I had those, and it would actually kind of make my heart drop a little bit, or my stomach drop, because I would think for a second it's the Yeti, and I'm trying not to die because I'm trying to just test the map out, but then I'm like, oh yeah, it's that visual thing. Alright, so decided to have an old creepy graveyard here, you know, why not? It's an old graveyard from 1800s or something. One of our friends are here. Now, when you take the friend, you start taking damage. And these little ghost things, it unspawned, but these little ghost things, there's a letter behind the smoke effect, and that letter allows the red lights to beam off of it, so it makes it look like its eyes. But I painted the letter black, so it blends in, and you can't really tell it's there. Alright. Now, one thing I did have in the original version of this map was some of the bodies that you do find, there would be a Bigfoot. Oh, that's the truck doing that. There would be a Bigfoot or a Yeti that would spawn nearby. And I just felt like it might have been a little too aggressive, but I personally, you know, kind of liked it, just made it a little more creepier, but yeah, I don't know. So I cut the Bigfoots or the Yetis down. Now another thing too, if you end up taking this truck... Ah, see? Something threw a branch at me. Not really, but it's supposed to look like somebody or something threw a branch at me. Now over here... Ah, there's one. I think he stays. This one got me one time. But yeah, this is what he looks like. He's not solid or anything. It's just a visual effect. Or graphic effect. But, yeah. And I put little spotlights in his eyes for the eye shine. Even though the eye shine doesn't really make sense because I'm not carrying a flashlight, but... Seeing eye shine in the dark is very creepy. Alright, so this is a little bathroom here. Now there is a weapon. Not much you can do with it, really. You can pick this up, and there's a mutilated body here. Now if you go into the body, you turn around, you're greeted with this thing. Now as soon as you punch the mirror, it goes away. I couldn't unspawn all the lights though, so I just figured I'd leave the face there. Why not? Why not? Alright. I don't hear him now, so we're good. We are good. But I would like to be chased by him. I may do that. I may get chased by him, just to kind of show his fury. Alright, so we got a little tee off right here. A little pathway. I'm somewhat satisfied with the layout of the map, but at the same time... That kind of got me. But at the same time, let's see, he thought he could get this truck started. And he couldn't get that truck started. Alright, so now, once you collect enough bodies, 5 out of 6, you're greeted to the objective marker. Now, that's not the place to complete the map, at least not yet. And see with me, I have my compass turned off, so it just makes things a little bit creepier. This is the little fishing area here. I think we're good. It's a little fishing hut. Kind of looking for him now. I want to know where he is. Another thing too was I wanted the trees to be spread apart fairly well, or fairly wide, because if you make a Bigfoot map... Okay, so I'm here at the trailer again. If you make a Bigfoot map, and you want him to be able to go everywhere. Like, you don't want the player to be able to go in between these trees, and then he can't get to the player because they're so close together. He won't do it. The Yetis use the vehicle nav mesh. So, you have to make sure the objects and trees are spread apart far enough. But if you do want to fill up those gaps, then you can use these type of trees that are destructible. Where is he at? I thought that was him for a second. I thought it was his back shoulder. Alright. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put both of my headphones on this time. I've been playing with one headphone on, so... Oh, I wonder where he is. He must have taken the day off. So I'm not gonna chase anybody today. Now, one thing I noticed is that on the Xbox, the nav mesh didn't get rendered before it was uploaded. So according to the Xbox version, as far as the nav mesh goes for the Yeti, these trees don't exist. So you may see the Yeti like running into the trees, but the big thing that it changes is that it tells the Yeti AI that he's free to run at full speed. And if you're being chased by him, he will keep up with you. I was very surprised at how well he was keeping up with me when I was playing the map on Xbox, because in this version, I made sure that all the trees are being detected by the nav mesh. And, or the nav mesh is detecting the trees. And, about to go off-road. And, when I did that, it makes his path a little bit more specific. But, because of that, it keeps him from running at full speed. Alright, where... Mr. Yeti... Where are you? Oh, freak! Was that him? I caught a glimpse of something moving. He's the only thing that should be moving. And the thing is, when you take the truck, the sound effect for outside is really muddled. Yep, okay, that's him. And I'm stuck. Oh, freak, I'm stuck. Oh, crap. Oh, crap, I'm stuck. That's what I get for trying to look for the dude. Drive. Oh, there's my friend. Don't hurt her. Oh, biscuit! Look, Yeti, let's just talk about this. Alright. Okay, ooh, he's on me. I just gotta lose his tail, and then we're good. I lose him? Alright, we lost. He gave up. It's like, I see you over there. I see those headlights over there. So I gotta get out to get that objective marker. I just want to make sure he ain't following me. Alright. So anyways, that's how that's supposed to be. I don't know how often he actually finds players. That was the thing that was tough, because it's like, I want the Yeti to find players, you know, and because I want that chase, that feeling of being chased, you know, but at the same time, people don't like dying. They die and they downvote your map, so. Alright, so this is our friend here. This is the, well, she's gone. He must have killed her. Because she's actually alive and she's laying down and she's in pain. And so you go up to her and then you pick up this map. She was using this map to find a way out. And then when this happens, you deal with this guy. Now he spawns in. I guess this is the chase. You follow this little path here, slide under a log. I don't have any more bullets. Okay, he's right on me. So you get up here and you jump because your life depends on it. I also put a ladder down there too. Do I have a rock? No. I put a ladder down there as well in case the player didn't get a good jump. They can climb onto it. I thought that'd be kind of neat. But yeah. So this is my can I throw the gun at him? No. That should be a, oh, I can throw this bat at him though. Hey. Get lost. Oh, he's, yeah, I don't like that. Alright. Awesome. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough of my map. It's called Bigfoot Valley Missings. On Xbox, it's called Bigfoot Valley, and it's a kind of a horror map. And, yeah, give it a go and let me know how you guys enjoy it. There is one thing in the map that I wish I didn't do, and that is one of the devices is not very well hidden, and if you find the device, it'll tell you where the extraction zone is. But the primary objective is to find all 6 of your friends. So if you guys play the map, I challenge you guys, see if you can find all 6 of your friends. But anyways, yeah, like I said, it's on PC and it's on Xbox. I'm not sure if it's on PlayStation. I don't think it was. I did look recently. I didn't see it on there, but doesn't hurt to check. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one. You all take care now. See ya.